This episode of Source Code News is brought to you by Parties for You. For the best margarita machine rentals in Houston, give them a call. 281-748-0057. That's 281-748-0057. By Cazadores Tequila. When you're in the mood for tequila, buy the best. Cazadores Tequila. And by Alberta's Best Bet Bail Bonds. Don't gamble with your freedom. Give them a call. 713-237-8238. That's 713-237-8238. Welcome to Source Code News.
Fight. Perfect.
We are live every Thursday night on SCP Radio. We are your number one source in tech and gaming news. Join our chat room on scpradio.com or call in to be a part of the conversation.
Perfect. You win.
I can shit my pants.
Welcome to Source Code News, episode number 31, recorded on August 24th, 2017. This show brings you the latest in tech, science, and gaming news. So be sure to tell your family member and a friend about the show and subscribe to our podcast on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. Follow us on YouTube, SoundCloud, and all the social media sites. We do this show live every Thursday night starting at 8:30 p.m. on scpradio.com, where you can check out our audio and video streams. You can also join the chat room there on scpradio.com. You can call in at 832-910-7727 to ask us a tech question or just to join the conversation. Now, let's check our newest sponsor, the video of a newest sponsor. Yeah, we're gonna wait for Wally to get it, but all right, and unmute it.
We're not scared of those big booty
Restart
insurance
from the
companies.
beginning. Yeah. And
Hurt in a car accident? Give us a call now.
all right.
Houston is a huge city filled with cars and trucks, and unfortunately, we have accidents every day.
We're not scared of those big bully insurance companies. We make them pay.
Do you need help? Call us now at 832-530-4070. That's 832-530-4070, or visit us at GonzalezLawGroup.net.
The Gonzalez Law Group. We're going to earn the right to be your legal team for life.
Awesome. All right, so that's our newest sponsor, the Gonzalez Law Group. So be sure to check them out. They're the latest sponsors for SCP Radio. They're helping us out, you know, do what we do. Give them a call, 832-530-4070. For any reason, they handle all kinds of law. What do you call it?
Immigration.
They do immigration. They do car accidents, like on that video. They do
Injury cases.
yeah, injury cases. They do all kinds, you know. So any problem, and they speak Spanish because they're all Hispanics there. So any problem you have, call them. They do free
Consultations.
free consultation, but make sure you let them know that SCP Radio sent you. All right, now let's before we start the tech news, let's mention the cook-off.
There we go.
We got a cook-off coming out that we're gonna be DJing for H-Town Smokers Tent at the Pasadena Rodeo Cook-Off. Where's the date? The date is September 15th, that's the Friday, and September 16th, that's the day we'll be there. So DJ Jimmy Ray will be in the mix with all of SCP Radio or SCP Mobile DJ's lights behind him. So be sure to to go. If you want to go, if you need tickets, today you can win a pair of tickets for free for Friday. We have free tickets for Friday, but if you just want to buy tickets for maybe Saturday, we can do that too. You can get a hold of any SCP Radio member, and we can sell you some tickets for the tent. They're $20 each.
And also, they are going to be on Saturday. They are going to be showing the Canelo fight.
Oh yeah, Saturday they will be having that Canelo fight. So on Friday, so today, if you give us a call, the phone number's 832-910-7727. If you live here, you know, in Houston, that you can go, give us a call, and you can win 2 free tickets for Friday for that cook-off. We don't have any free tickets for Saturday. Those already went. But we have some tickets here for Friday. And I can give out more than a pair. If 2 different people want to call in, I can get you 2 pairs each. So,
Now, do they have to answer a tech question?
haha, no, they just need to say which is their favorite tech guy. Haha, I'm playing.
Or
Girl
gal.
or gal, my bad.
Me.
Yeah, it's probably Faithy. Never mind. Just call in and tell us Faithy, and then you know, you can get your tickets.
Is there an age requirement?
21 and up, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's 21 and up because they got, you know, all kinds of alcohol and stuff.
So the winner has to be 21 and up.
Yep. So make sure you're 21 and up. Call in, and you're around here in the Houston area, so you can go because it's in Pasadena. It's the Pasadena Rodeo. So remember, September 15th and September 16th at the Pasadena Rodeo. It's a H-Town Smokers tent. And like I said, Saturday. Okay, so Friday the Goods will be playing and DJ Asthmatic. That's for Friday. So if you call in for those 2 free tickets, you can get tickets for that. Or Saturday, you can call us and buy some tickets. We have those too. We'll have the Lizard Kings are gonna be playing. It's a band. Madeline Hernandez will be out there performing.
Yay.
We're gonna have the Canelo fight, and in between all that, DJ Jimmy Ray is gonna be in the mix. So you don't want to miss that. DJ Jimmy Ray is best DJ
Ever.
in Houston, around Houston. You can't get better than DJ Jimmy Ray. So, you know, you want to go to that. And then, like I said, SCP Mobile DJ's lights will be there. If y'all haven't seen our light show, you need to see our light show. We got the baddest light show here in Houston. So, you know, like I said, so callers, call in for the tickets. We got to the end of the show. You got some time. So if you want tickets for Friday, call in. But make sure you're gonna go. Don't just get the tickets and not show up. You know.
Show up. Have fun.
Yeah, I mean it's fun. You get food,
Drinks.
Yeah.
There's going to be a shot block, margarita, shot girls, and
Yeah.
if you want to experience a VIP, there is, I believe, some VIP wristbands. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know
Or
how they're
tables
handling
or
that.
something. I guess they can call
Get with
the
the
station and
yeah.
get some more information.
We can get some info from the H-Town Smokers team, Miss Alberta, or I think Miss Alberta's the one handling all that.
Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, that's like I said. Give us a call if you want some tickets. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get into some tech news.
Tech news.
Alrighty, so Google needs to pay Apple a small fortune to remain the default search engine on iOS. So I don't have an iPhone, and I have an iPad that I don't use anymore. It just sits there. Is Google the default search engine? I guess it is, huh? When you open up when you open up Safari, yeah. I'm not. That's when you open up Safari. What does it go to? You have your phone right there, Faith. Open up a new tab. Go to Safari.
Draw something.
Does it go to google.com or does it use Google right away?
No, it has these options.
It has options.
Yeah, it has Apple, Bing, Google, and Yahoo.
I don't know. So
Well, I guess on the settings on your phone, you can
I mean,
set your search engine.
I think, yeah, well, like right there, she's showing us, you could probably click one and tell it to be default.
yeah.
But it's saying here that Google pays Apple to be the default search engine. But I mean, like, I don't understand if she just did it right now on her iPhone and didn't.
It says favorites when I do that.
Oh,
But
see,
I never favorite.
I don't know. Well, she don't know what she's doing anyway. So, anyways, but well, that's crazy. Okay, Apple and Google could be the biggest frenemies in tech. While they both compete like there's no tomorrow, they also partner on some very specific deals. For instance, Google is paying a ton of money to remain the default search engine on iOS. As CNBC first reported, according to Bernstein analysts, Google pays as much as $3 billion a year to remain the default option in Safari. Okay, that's kind of crazy. $3 billion?
Well, you know, maybe we
They're
should get hold of the
desperate.
person in Boston that won that Powerball money. Maybe they want to get on this.
Right? But $3 billion a year to remain the default option. So yes, I see Erica says that it has several options, but they're saying the default option, like the main one, like the one that it pushes you toward. I can see if they're paying $3 billion, then yes, it'll push you toward Google, but you'll have the option to go to Bing, or I don't know what you said the other ones were, but yeah, that's kind of crazy.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. Cindy, how do you win tickets? Did you not listen to this whole thing that I said
Nope.
about calling in?
Hey, Cindy.
And that's for Friday. We're gonna be there Saturday. Also, let me see. Edgar, the tickets were $20 each for the cook-off, and like I said, if you want Fridays, you can call in for the Fridays.
I think you should make him answer a trivia question.
A trivia question. I think
Weirdo.
they're scared enough to call in as it is.
I know.
Let me see. Oh, Cindy, I blanked out.
That's bad.
Of course you did.
That's Cindy.
Yeah.
You know what? If they listen to ICP Radio, why don't you have them call in and say all the sponsors?
Say all the sponsors. Oh,
Yeah.
shoot, I can barely tell you all the sponsors. I forget.
Why they gotta
So I
do
gotta- I gotta-
something?
I
They
got a
could just
paper
call
here.
in.
Okay. Have them name 3.
3 sponsors.
Casa.
Call in.
If they listen to the station,
Call
they
in and
know.
tell us our names. Something.
I mean, they're right
Tell
there.
us the name of the radio station. Dude, no, call in and tell us who's on the show right now, and you can win. Or tell us the sponsors, like Super Mario says.
One who's on one of us and the name of one of us and a sponsor.
The name of one of the hosts and the name of a sponsor. Your favorite host and your favorite sponsor that we
Cindy,
have.
pick me.
Cindy. No, Cindy, that's not fair. Twins are not
What
allowed.
you mean? She's my sister.
Twin.
She gonna pick me.
All right, so let me see. Google may be readying its own smart headphones. Faithy, are you ready for that one?
Huh?
What do you mean, huh? Are you blanking out like Cindy?
Yeah, I don't listen to you half the time.
What the? No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
Okay. The Braggy dash line after some I don't know what that says. Sleuthing inside, huh? Oh, the Google app. The team at 9 to 5 Google has found references to headphones that would use Google Assistant to augment the usual physical controls. Nicknamed Beasto, they would let you hear and replay the notifications using your voice. You wouldn't have to reach for your phone to punch out a reply. Other details are scarce, but a mention of Google Assistant button. Someone's calling. Who
How
calling?
rude.
Yeah, sure. I mean, people interrupt me all the time.
Hello, caller.
Hey.
Cindy!
Cindy, you're calling. What's up?
Yeah, I'm trying to win some tickets here.
You want to what?
Win some tickets.
Oh, yeah? So you got to tell us the name of one of the hosts, your favorite host, and you got to tell us the name of one of the sponsors.
All right, so I don't give a butt cake, baby.
No, you didn't.
Woohoo!
Next.
Woo!
And the sponsor?
And what's it? Alberta's Bell Bond.
Alberta's Best Bet Bell Bonds.
You would
All
pick
right.
that. She would pick that.
She would the one that'll get her out, that'll save her. Yeah, just like Junior. You and Junior are like good. Y'all must be cousins related.
Mm.
Awesome. Okay, well,
Good
you
job.
got you some free tickets. Good job, ma'am.
Woo!
All righty. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for picking me.
Bye.
I love you.
All righty. Love you. Bye.
Okay, where was I?
All right, we got another pair. If anybody else wants to call in, we got another pair of tickets we can give out.
They got to answer what questions?
They got to answer same questions. Pick a no. It has to be a different sponsor,
You're jelly.
and it has to be a different host,
You're jelly. You're just
like the
jelly.
best host ever,
I-
bestest host ever.
Me.
No, what do they got to pick?
I'm thinking.
All right, we're gonna.
We'll think about it.
We'll- and
but,
we'll ask you a
Frank
question.
keep
Can
on
I
reading.
finish?
Yeah.
Where was I?
Is
Phone
yours
to punch on.
Oh, I turned it on. I don't know.
Okay.
I hear you.
Okay.
Other details are scarce, but a mention of Google Assistant button on the left ear cup suggests there are over ears, possibly wireless, instead of earbuds. As for release details, those are also up in the air. Given the timing, though, it wouldn't be shocking if Google had Vista ready for its now customary fall hardware event, which could include new Pixel phones, a reborn Chromebook Pixel, and an entry-level home speaker. An assistant-powered set of cans definitely makes sense. Google is betting big on AI, and that means making AI technology available wherever possible. Well, that's cool.
So these are smart headphones.
Yeah.
So now that the iPhone has the earbuds, the wireless earbuds, and a lot of people love those things. The bad thing is one size fits all. And those Apple EarPods, even though they sound badass, they don't stay in my ear. Like I put them in for a little bit, and they like they fly out.
Yep.
You have some?
I used to buy them, or I would steal them from people. But
Excuse me.
when I would get new ones, I would always go to those because they sound so good. They have a real clear, and they have bass and everything.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about the wired or the wireless?
The wired, but
Oh,
they have
okay.
the same exact shape.
Yeah.
You know the part that goes in your ear?
Right, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like the exact same thing. All they did is like cut off the wire. I mean, that's not what they did, but it looks like all they did was cut the wire.
Right. I've seen those, but also seen the other ones that just look like a plug in.
Oh yeah, I have had those. They tell me I look like Frankenstein because they have little
Right.
round
yeah,
things
yeah,
sticking
yeah.
out of my ear.
Yeah.
I had those. They fell apart because I'm out in the weather all day. They like disintegrated. I had both. I would only use one because we're not supposed to have both ears
Right.
while we're walking. But also, the good thing about it is you have one. It would only last 3 hours. So when it dies, I would put the other one in and put that one to charge, and when it would last another 3 hours. And then when it died, I'd swap it out one more time, and then it was the end of the day, So that's how I was able to do it. But yeah, that's the only bad thing about those Apple headphones. I mean, if they worked real good with an Android phone, I'd like to use them. And also,
So again, these are going to be
over
the ear.
Yeah, they're probably going to be over the ear headphones. But they're smart. They're going to have Google Assistant. To where do you ever use Google Assistant?
Sometimes, yes.
Um,
Driving.
Yeah, when you're driving, it's really good to use. That way you don't have to sit there and while you're, so you can just say, hey, hey, Google, and it wakes up and you just tell it what you want, It's good. Works.
Now, I wonder what the price range is going to be for these, because they're going to be smart ones, opposed to now that the other high-priced phones that everyone has is going to be obsolete, like the Beats. Everyone's going to want these Google that are voice interactive now.
Yeah, but don't think Beats are part of Apple now. So don't,
Right.
Pretty soon they're going to have
Have to upgrade that to something similar.
yeah, they're going to have what Apple has. What's the name of
Siri?
Siri. They're going to have Siri in them.
But it all depends. I mean, is that going to be patented? The design with voice recognition or voice interaction? I mean, how does that fall in?
I don't think so. Everybody's gonna have their own. You know, in a little bit, you're gonna see Amazon with their Echo. You know, Alexa in some headphones. They're all gonna get on board. This is all new territory, and you know the Echo really is working out. You know, a lot of people use it. Like it's not used too much in my house, but that and the Google Home, they're being used a lot by people, and people are like, wow, this is help. This can be, you know, real good. Now I want one on me all the time, you know, and the headphones, you know, the watches, everything's gonna be. They're all gonna have their own, you know, smart, you know, assistant.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's
coming.
Yeah, that's the future. All right. So, who wants? You want to talk? You want to take this next one?
Yeah, because I was talking about it.
Yeah.
Apparently,
yeah.
Here's the title: is how can I find out if someone's stealing my Wi-Fi? Someone emailed Lifehacker, and apparently it seems like someone has been connecting to his internet and it was being bogged down, and he's got some creepy feelings that someone's stealing it from his Wi-Fi network. He wants to know how someone's leeching off his Wi-Fi and how he can stop them. And I guess this is pretty long.
No, just.
But again, the reply was, Dear Pond, besides the fact that your Wi-Fi moocher has been slowing down your connection, people connected to your network may also have access to some of your share folders, depending on your security measures. And someone's using your connection, could be using your connection to do illegal things, as in hack your smart devices in your home, or even they can even bring authorities to your doorstep by them doing some illegal things off of your Wi-Fi. Now, I guess is whether someone's using your Wi-Fi, you can check your router lights to see if there's any, what is it?
Yeah, because most routers, if you look at them, during the day while everybody's using the internet, they're blinking like crazy, which is just telling you there's movement, there's traffic, right? So they're saying, you know, one of the low tech method, you know, for the ones that aren't too high tech, they turn off all your phones, your computers, and all that stuff. Once you make sure all your wireless devices are off and they're not connected to the internet, go look to see if that light's steady blinking. It should stop because that means there's no traffic. But if it's steady blinking, doesn't really mean much because it could be your TV steady, even though it's off, it's steady accessing the internet. So you know it could be that, or it could be your neighbor that is using your Wi-Fi. Another one is to go actually log into your router and check the IPs. You know, like it'll tell you a list of all the people, all the devices that are connected. Mm-hmm. And you can kind of go through that and say, wait a minute, I don't have an iPhone, I don't have an iPad, you know, MacBook, I don't have a MacBook. Why is this on here? That means somebody's logged in. So the main reason, you know, it's got a lot of stuff here. The main reason I mentioned this was because a lot of people don't understand that they need to put a really good password on their router. Now, when you get your router from, you know, whoever, it's Xfinity or AT&T, it has a default password, username and password. People can like know, like I don't know if every single router, I guess it has its own individual one, right? But people, I mean, those are defaults. You never use the default. A good computer person will go in and log in to the router and change the password. You know, like me, I name mine always Mike Rules, or you know, Mike is it's mainly Mike Rules. Yeah, I like to name mine. You know,
not the password, but the network name.
The network name,
right.
The Wi-Fi name. And so when people come here and they ask, "What's my? Can I get on your Wi-Fi?" and I tell them, you know, now the password is normally a long password. And what you can do is a lot of times they let you use a guest. They'll have two. One is for you and one is for your guest. And you can have a shorter password on that one. and give that to your guests. And plus, that one doesn't have access to the ones, like, it won't cross to the other network where you have your stuff, right? So, like they're saying, if people are on your network, they can go into your computer, you know, unless you really have that computer, you know, with the whatchamacallit, a firewall, the software firewall on there. They can log in and start looking at whatever pictures and videos and start messing with stuff.
Documents.
Yeah, anything. Yeah, and if it's a hacker that knows what they're doing, they might do something else and watch, you know, put a logger on there, keystroke logger, and when you log on to your bank, they have all that info, you know. So there's, you know, never have it an open network. That's number one. Don't do that. Always put a password. Try to put a big password with numbers, with letters, capital, lowercase, and symbols. You want to have, you know, and more than 8. Don't pick a 4-letter, you know, password. Do like 8 or more. 8 digits, 8 you know, characters or more. And what else? This guy was saying they have network monitoring software. It's too much. But you always want to have, let me see, security protocols like WEP and WPA should be avoided as they are considered insecure. If you're using the more modern WPA2, make sure you're using WPA2 AES instead of the less reliable WPA2 TKIP. Okay, so the WEP and WPA on its own, those are the easiest to like brute force and just, that's like almost not having any security. So use the more modern versions of that, and that's your browser, that's your modem, your router. That's the security your router has.
And if you're not that tech savvy, just call your customer support on whatever your internet provider is, and they'll be happy to help you change whatever security or password or anything on your Wi-Fi network.
Yeah. So and or call your favorite your grandson, your son who's a tech guy, you know, your granddaughter or whatever. Most of the kids know what's up. Bring them over and say, hey, look, I want a new name for when I get into my house. It says my name, you know, as my, you know, username, and, you know, for the name of the router, and you know, so they can look more modern. I mean, I've seen CIA, like when you're in neighborhoods and you look at Wi-Fi routers, CIA or police or HPD, you know.
I have a buddy. His network was gay porn. And I go, why do you have gay porn? He goes, well, would you want to go in there and log into that? And then I go, no. And then like my network is Mother Russia. So everyone has their own funky name. One of them in my neighborhood, or that I see, is None Your Biz.
None Your Biz, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that.
Everyone's creative and you know, remembers.
Yeah. There's even an option to make your username invisible. So not even, you know, like unless they know it, they'd have to search for it, and the exact name, they won't see it. So it's not even, you know, that's even more secure. I don't do that though, because I want it easy for people to, when they come into the studio, they want to use, you know, I want them to be able to see it, you know. What's up, David Casas? Raul Salas, what's up? So, I see Melinda's watching. She says, hey, everyone, I see Super Mario loves to co-host. Super Mario's everywhere.
2 shows down, I'm working on my Friday show with DJ Fluffy.
Hey, Gavino. All right, so.
Take the iPhone one?
Yeah. iPhone 8.
Right, iPhone 8 event date rumored for September 12, with device launching September 22. As we approach the end of August and the time that Apple typically sends out invitations for its annual iPhone reveal event, a new report by Mac Forever has pegged this year's iPhone 8, iPhone 7s, and iPhone 7s Plus event as Tuesday, September 12th. The site Whoa. The site then predicted the 3 new iPhone models will go on sale a week and a half later on Friday, September 22. Yeah, so it's just rest. Like it just.
So these
history,
are rumors. It's
so
rumored.
just like I guess what Apple throughout the years, it's always around this.
It's around this time, yeah. So people always speculate. Okay, most likely September 12th, and it'll go on sale on the 22nd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
But in a way, that kind of makes sense because it kind of coincides with Samsung's release. It's always in about March, April, isn't it? With their flagship. phones.
Yeah. Or Samsung's always trying to be around Apple, not Apple trying to be around. Like everybody watches Apple, not Samsung.
No, I just say it kind of coincides.
Yeah, they're
like
around the same time.
I guess Apple launches theirs in fall, and then Samsung does theirs in spring to kind of take away from the iPhone, I guess press or media or sales.
Yeah.
But what, don't they do like 2 different ones? Because I know that Samsung just did one like a couple days ago.
Did they do the Note 8?
Yeah.
They mentioned the Note 8?
Yeah. Yeah, because I got an email from Best Buy. Pre-order this now, whatever.
Yeah. So the Note 8, is it so ready for pre-order?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what day they're going to pre-order, but I know it's just be prepared.
How are the specs? Better? Good?
I don't know. I didn't even look
The
Probably use it as a C4. I don't know.
The bad thing is I know, right? The bad thing is the battery is about the same size as this one, and the phone's bigger. And the reason is because of the stylus. It takes up part of the for the battery, so they weren't able to go up bigger with a battery. But it's a bigger phone than this. Like they're like, holy crap! So it looks cool because it's a big old phone. I like that.
I'm waiting for the Samsung 9.
For next year?
Yeah.
That's next year. Why? Which one do you have? 7?
6.
Oh, you should have gone. You should go with a Note 8.
No, I'm holding out. Because I didn't want to get the 7 because I'm thinking, oh, it's not that good and wasn't that great because they ain't sell very much 7s. And the 8 is doing or did a lot better.
Yeah.
So it just, for me, it's all about the camera. I read that the 9 is going to have a 24 megapixel camera.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. So I'm holding out.
That's probably rumored still.
Yeah.
Because I know the Note 8 is almost the same specs as this one. Everything. I don't know, what is it? 12? Do you know? 12 megapixel?
I don't even know the specs.
The only thing is that it has dual cameras.
Mm-hmm.
One, it's gonna have 2.
Right.
Well,
this one,
For the specs.
Yeah.
for which one?
This is that Galaxy Note 8.
Okay.
Yeah, 12 megapixel. Yeah.
What about the 9? Or
Well,
not yet.
That one's not out, and you're not gonna
rumored.
see real.
But I mean,
specs.
it's the
6.3
24
quad HD.
for the 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a super AMOLED. It's one of the
Right.
best screens that you're gonna get.
3300 mAh, non-removable, Nougat.
Yeah, 3300 milliamp battery. I think that's what this has.
The
Note 8.
the 9 is gonna have a higher battery.
I mean, unless
longer
the phone
battery.
the phone's gonna be bigger, because you need more space to have bigger battery.
I don't know what they're doing.
Unless you're talking about the S9, not the Note 9.
Right, I'm talking about the S9.
Well, that might have more.
Yeah, the S9. Yes.
Yeah, because that doesn't have a stylus that
Right.
takes up room.
No, I'm talking about the S9, not the Note.
Okay.
Yeah.
2.35 gigahertz octa-core
Okay.
processor.
Octa-core, 8 cores. Yeah.
These are better than old computers.
Than the computers. Yeah. All right. Let's move on. And before we move on, they were mentioning that if you don't want to spend whatever $1,000 on the new iPhone, just wait for the 5, 6, and 7s are gonna go on sale.
It's ridiculous how much phones are going now.
Yeah. Well, that's what they were saying. The Note 8 is gonna be like $1,000.
Well, I know when I paid when I bought mine. Mine was over $1,000 when I bought mine.
For what? The
6.
The 6. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. When you get all the stuff, bells and whistles on that sucker. All right. So let's move. Oh. You're listening to SCP Radio out of Houston, Texas. So let's move on to Roku. The Roku. Who knows what a Roku is? Faithy?
No.
Yeah.
You know what a Roku is?
Yeah.
What about you, Super
I do,
Mario?
because I have two. I have two Roku's.
Roku.
Roku's 3.
Roku
So-
rhymes with Goku.
Roku now accounts for 37% of all streaming players. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Cause you got the Apple TV, you got the Chromecast, you got the
Fire Stick.
Fire Stick, and you know the Fire TV or whatever.
Chromecast.
Yeah, I said the Chromecast. So there's a lot of different ones, and then plus you got the PlayStation. Couldn't that count as your streaming box? Because that's what I do.
Yeah, like,
And the Xbox,
Xbox, yeah.
they can count as your streaming box. Because in my living room, if I'm gonna stream anything, it's gonna be with the Xbox One. I mean, to me, that's out of all the things I've used. Because even in my room, I miss it because I have an Apple TV. I mean, not Apple TV. I have the stick, the Fire Stick, and I don't think it's as good as the Xbox. You know, to stream. Well, plus on the Xbox, I just tell it. You know, I just tell it, Cortana, hey Cortana, go to Netflix or whatever, and boom, it just happens. This one you have to sit there and click and click and click and find it, and you know, so
That's fun.
okay. With a variety of models on offer, Roku now accounts for 37% of streaming box market. As more and more consumers look to cut the cord and get away from their cable companies, consumer electronic companies like Apple, Google, and Amazon are more than happy to sell these users on an Apple TV, Chromecast, Android TV, or Fire TV. Now, Android TV, hasn't that died out? That's still around? It's still around? People use it?
I didn't even know.
I hadn't even... Yeah, because
Never knew it
at
existed.
one point, it was a big deal, and they were like... They had big contracts with all these TV companies that they were going to be in the TVs and everything. And it just stopped. But then again, I do notice that I have two TVs and they have like Chromecast in them. Chromecast, and that's Android. That's Google. Android is Google. So maybe that's instead of that pushing the Android
So you have a
TV.
smart TV.
Well, they're smart TVs, but they have a Chromecast in them. So when you're on your phone, it says, "Oh, I see you have a Chromecast." I'm like, "No, I don't. That's not. I don't have my Chromecast plugged in. There's a Chromecast in that TV. You know, it's just in there, along with the other bull crap that I never pay attention to. TVs are not good at having like little computer stuff in them. But anyways, so however, it seems more users are choosing a Roku streaming player. Parks Associates reports that the breakdown of the streaming box market, and Roku leads the rest with 37% of the market, up from 33% at the beginning of 2016. It's not hard to see why the $30 Roku Express is $5 cheaper than a Chromecast. Wow, I didn't know it was only $30. But still features a physical remote and a full user interface. Roku doesn't try to get users into one ecosystem over the other and has access to every streaming service except the Apple content, of course. For users who have a nicer TV and want to play back 4K content, the $110 Roku Ultra will do just that. And there are plenty of models between those 2 points for users who need different features. There are even TV sets with Roku built in for those who don't want to waste an HDMI port. So that's that. I guess that is true. From $30, if you just want something cheap, and when you compare it to the Chromecast doesn't have a UI. You have to use your phone and find what you want, and then you tell it, you know, I want to Chromecast this. The Roku is actually, you're sitting there flipping through stuff. Yeah. And a lot of people, that's more, it's convenient and it makes more sense to a lot of people.
And one thing I like about the Roku is that the remote has, what do you call it? A 3M where you can plug in your headphones.
Oh, okay,
so
wow.
Like, let's say you're watching TV and Faith's sleeping or somebody's sleeping, then you don't want them to hear it. Plug in your headphones in there, and you can listen to whatever you're seeing.
Oh, that's on the Roku?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
On the remote.
Wow, that's pretty good.
And then the remote also
it's for gaming.
Doubles for gaming too.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty good. And the Chromecast doesn't have a remote, right? You use your phone.
Yeah, you use your phone.
You just use your phone. So yeah. Have
I
you
think when
used the Roku?
I know.
No,
I
me
just,
neither.
I just stick with the Fire Stick because it's
Yeah, the
better.
fire.
Yeah.
That's what I have is the Fire Stick. But I don't know. I've always heard of the Roku. I just didn't know that it was still
Yeah,
getting.
I guess it's like cheaper. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the Fire Stick was what, 49 or 39? What was the Fire Stick cost, or less? 'Cause they didn't even mention it here.
When I got mine, I got it for 20 when it first came out, but now I think it's like 40, around there. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, it's I've always heard of Roku. Roku's been around, and the geeks go to. That's the geeks mainly go to Roku, because like it says, you can do like all the things except for Apple.
And then I think what I was reading is I think you can even partition it to where you can run Android on it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, and like here it says, there was no mention of the PlayStation 4 nor the Xbox One, and this guy that wrote the article says he uses the Xbox One as a smart TV system. But like I said, to me, when the Xbox One was first mentioned, it lost a lot of like. It's losing right now. Like if you compare in sales to the PlayStation is like double the sales, because they kept saying, "Wow, this is gonna be your one box for everything, your movies, your TV, your gaming, like everything." And then I was like, "Whoa, for real?" You know? And that's what caught my attention. And everybody else was like, "So what about the games? Nobody cares about games anymore?" I'm like, "It's an Xbox. Of course it's gonna have games. They don't have to mention that. You already know that's standard. That's part of that's."
Right.
You don't even have to mention that, but they're telling you that it does all this other stuff, and everybody was like, "F Xbox, we're going all PlayStation," and Xbox just went, and there until they had to change their ways. They even had better setups where you could share games, like you buy digital games and you could share them with your friends and stuff. They had all this cool stuff, and they had to back out of all that stuff because these people don't understand. They screwed it. They screwed it up for everybody.
And just
Yeah, they screwed it up for everybody, and it pissed me off. But that's what I said. It caught my attention because it is right. Faithy, you use it a lot. Do you think it's a real good or no?
Yeah.
It's
I
good
didn't like it at first because I was used to the other one.
to the 360.
Yeah, but then I like it. It's pretty good. I like the way it works.
It to me it feels very elegant, very high quality. You know the way you're using that as you know. That's why I say I miss it in the room because I don't have that.
But again, do you think that do you believe that a reason Roku has 37% of the shares is because it's more affordable to the consumer?
Could be that it's more affordable. The price usually makes a big difference. You know, I know a lot of people were going Chromecast when it first came out because it was so cheap. You know, but like I said, it's not intuitive because it doesn't have a UI. It doesn't have a user interface. You have to use your phone, and then on your phone it says, you know, stream to Chromecast. And a lot of people, if they're not geeks or tech savvy, they're gonna be like, "Well, I don't get this. Why do I have it there if it doesn't even have a remote?" You know.
And sometimes I've had problems trying to even stream it from my phone.
Yeah, sometimes
for it
it's not working right
to connect or even to pair or whatever. So
yeah, I know. It's not perfect, you know, but I don't know. And like I said, I stopped using mine. I went to the Apple TV, especially that we put whatchamacallit on there. On not the Apple TV, the Fire Stick. Once we put whatchamacallit on there to get the free movies.
Oh,
what's it called?
Cody.
Cody. Yeah.
Once we put Cody on there.
That's what we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have Cody, it changes your whole life.
Oh yeah, it changes
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Hey Wally, can you play the Cazadores?
Yeah.
Hey bartender, we need a round of shots.
Do you want what everybody else is having, or do you want the best of the best?
Of course we want the best of the best.
Well then, Tequila Cazadores is the one for you.
For those special moments in your life, whether it's a special occasion or just a day relaxing with your friends, drink the best of the best, Tequila Cazadores.
All right. Faith.
I'm drawing.
Go to the next one, not the very next one, the one that says AMC starts blocking Movie Pass users.
Oh my god. You kidding me? Okay.
That's for Super Mario. Wasn't he talking about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those in Denver and Boston can no longer buy e-tickets. MoviePass wants to let its subscribers watch movies in theaters as many times as they like for $10 a month. AMC doesn't want to let MoviePass subscribers in. It's an ongoing battle between the two companies, but with more than 150,000 subscribers, people want to know, will AMC accept MoviePass in the coming months? Mitch Lau, MoviePass CEO, won't really answer the question. Lowe told the Denver Post the only way the theater chain could refuse to work with MoviePass would be to decline the MasterCard debit cards that MoviePass subscribers use to buy tickets, calling AMC's statement about the service bluster. He also admitted, however, that he's worried about the repercussions that AMC's decision to pull out of the service would have on MoviePass. In a statement released last week, AMC said MoviePass' new $10 a month plan was unsustainable and only sets up consumers for ultimate disappointment down the road if or when the product can no longer be fulfilled. The company added that it was looking into whether it may be feasible to opt out and not participate in this shaky and unsustainable program. This week, AMC Theaters has stopped allowing MoviePass users to buy e-tickets at locations in Denver and Boston, two cities AMC agreed to work with MoviePass on a new subscription service that included 3D and IMAX movies as part of subscriptions in 2014. That doesn't mean MoviePass users can't still go to those theaters and use their MasterCard debit cards to purchase tickets. They just had to wait in line with everyone else. It's an annoyance, but probably not one that's going to get more than 150,000 subscribers to stop using the service.
So you see that? There's AMC's blocking it now.
Remember when I was talking about
Yeah.
that? I think it was the last episode.
Last show. That's crazy. But $10 a month is really cheap.
That's a steal, man.
Because you go into the regular days with 12 or more, especially if you're getting like a 3D or an IMAX.
IMAX, that's $20.
Yeah. Okay. We went to watch
The Dark Tower.
The Dark Tower, which is I'm a big fan.
How was it?
It was great.
I love that movie.
Don't tell me about it.
What is it about? Who is it?
It's about gunslingers. They're like knights, but they shoot. You know.
Okay.
They're kind of magical because they never miss. Like they're.
Who stars in it?
You got I don't know the names.
I'll look it up.
But how do you call it? They didn't follow the book like I expected them to.
Yeah.
Like they did
They
all
messed up.
5 or whatever 7 books in that one movie. Like they skipped everything and went to the end of the last book or whatever. But there's a chance that they can go back and show you other things they did, right? But how do you call it? We were like, all right, let's get some popcorn, let's get some drinks. $40-something for the 4 of us.
What did you order, Faith?
Yeah, Faithy wanted
Excuse me.
popcorn and a drink.
The big bucket of popcorn.
It was $20 each. I got like a number 2 and a number 1, and it was like $47.
Bro, you got that caramel and cheese popcorn
That was the number
thing,
2.
and then
And the number
a
1
large popcorn
was
for
the large popcorn with 2 drinks.
That's just food.
Huh?
That was just food.
The drinks and the popcorn. That was it. $47.
Doesn't include the tickets.
No. So I was like, when the lady told me that, I'm like, or the dude, I'm like, for what? What else did you, what are you charging me for? And I look up at the prices, and one was $20, and the other one was like $17. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, the way to save money, Mike, is just tell your family you're going to do an errand and go by yourself.
Right.
I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah.
Wait.
Don't give him that idea. He probably already does that.
But you get student prices, right? You got student price.
No. What the heck does that mean?
You get your ticket for less.
No.
No, we tell her she's under 5 and she goes in for free.
I'm under 5. Okay. No, I'm 12.
But again, $10 for a movie pass, it's a very good deal.
Yeah, it is. But if AMC don't let you do it, you know. Anyways, so
Cinemark, here we come.
Cinemark, you're right.
Bad.
All right, so let's move to some science news.
No, not the science.
Yay.
Yes, science news.
Science news.
All right, let me mention it again. If you're listening right now live, not the rerun, not later on, but if you're listening live, you can call in to win.
Oh, well, there we go.
Perfect timing.
Hello.
Yes, calling in for the ticket.
All right. Who's speaking?
This is Shorty.
Oh, Shorty. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's happening, guys?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Awesome.
Okay,
awesome.
Shorty, here's a question. Can you name all 3 members of SCP Radio Space Cadet Pro Mobile DJ?
Yes, it's Mr. Mike.
Uh-huh.
It's Jimmy.
Oh, yeah. One more.
Okay, the last one would be hold on, let me see.
Don't Google it.
Tino Latino.
No.
Oh. Did we just lose the call?
Nope, it's not Tino Latino.
It sounds like Puffy, but it another word.
There's another word.
It sounds like Puffy.
Sounds like Puffy, but put an F in front of it. A F and a L.
Fluffy.
Fluffy.
Fluffy, yeah.
There you go.
How could you forget about Fluffy?
Oh my God.
DJ Fluffy.
Yep. Okay.
All
right, so we got
Tino Latino. He is part of the
he's
SCP crew.
But the radio station,
right, the radio
not
station,
the mobile DJ.
Yeah.
All right, so these are 2 tickets for the H-Town Smokers tent on Friday, September 15th. Alrighty, so we got them here. So next time I see you, or next time you come by, we'll get you the tickets. Alrighty, thanks for calling in. Thanks for listening.
And keep on listening.
All right, thank you guys, and got the #1 radio station.
Thank you. Alrighty, bye.
All right, later, guys.
Laters.
Bye. Later.
All right, so I see George was asking if the hurricane is coming on Tuesday, or y'all having the cumbia show. It depends if we have electricity and we're not floating over here.
Yeah.
If we're floating around, I don't know about it.
That would be a pretty good show, though.
She can't swim.
I can't swim, dude. He says use the generator.
There you go.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, so now,
maybe we could do a mobile session up in Galveston live on
fool,
Seawall.
he said in Galveston, right in the middle of the storm.
live on the Seawall.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna send Super Mario. I'm gonna send Hector and Wally out there, and see y'all can cover the news.
We'll cover it.
I'm gonna be hiding here underneath the bed. So
you're not cheating.
I'll be swimming.
all right, so let's go. Let me see. We'll do this one real quick. You can actually do something good with the with those eclipse glasses. So all those glasses everybody was getting for the solar eclipse. They witnessed the phenomenon without permanently damaging their vision because they had the glasses. So everybody's wondering, okay, so now what do we do with these flimsy pieces of cardboard and black polymer that were basically priceless, you know, just a few days ago?
For like 2 seconds.
Fortunately, Astronomers Without Borders has offered to take them off your hands so that children will be able to use them in future eclipses. The organization says it will soon announce a program dedicated to redistributing glasses to schools in Asia and South America, where there will be solar eclipses in 2019. So, I mean, if you're not going to use them again, I'm pretty sure.
No, but I think a lot of them already went in the trash.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking. Everybody's like, all right, what do I need this? It cost me $30, but okay, throw it away. You know?
Oh, that's how much they cost?
No, I don't know how much they are.
Oh, I'm about to say, it's just little cardboard.
I know,
No,
it's a
but-
piece of
but
cardboard.
Some were going like for $100.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, some
Yeah,
of
that's what I
them
was
were
thinking.
On that
expensive.
day, because I went to 12 stores looking for some. I couldn't find
You couldn't
any.
find them. Yeah, that's why I said they were priceless just, you know, a few days ago or whatever. But yeah, so don't throw them away if you still have them. Wait till, you know, Astronomers Without Borders comes out and says, or they might have already come out and said, I don't have their website here. But check them out and send them in. That way other people can use them. Because you already got your use, you know. Let somebody else use them and, you know, it helps.
And make sure they have the ISO label on it.
Yeah.
That way they're real.
The real
and
ones.
not imitation.
Yeah.
'Cause you don't want to send some fake ones to some
Yeah,
kid in
no,
Africa and have
but I'm
them
pretty
lose
sure
their-
that the company will
Because
make sure.
I know some of them were being recalled because they had the ISO certification on them.
And they weren't?
They weren't. They were counterfeit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I even heard on the radio there was this guy. He was selling the 3D glasses as solar eclipse glasses.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna go out there with mine, to the ones that I have for the TV.
So
Dumb, dumb.
some people who are not educated probably bought them and probably
Ooh.
messed up their eyes.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Anyway,
yeah. I mean, the moment you
careful.
look up, and even if you have them, you know, you're gonna close your eyes because it hurts. But that little bit can damage. You know, it can damage. All right, who wants to take Elon Musk's space suit?
I will. Elon Musk reveals first official photo of a SpaceX spacesuit. Wow. Elon Musk has posted the official first photo of his SpaceX spacesuit on Instagram, teasing that more details will come in few days.
In a few days.
Musk says the suit actually works and was tested to do double vacuum pressure. The suit itself is very white and very spacey, and Musk acknowledges that it was incredibly hard to balance the suit's look and its function. Musk didn't specify that SpaceX suits are meant to be worn by astronauts when riding inside the company's Dragon capsule. They're pressure suits, so they are not meant for spacewalks, but worn by astronauts during transport in case the capsule depressurizes. The suit will be worn by NASA astronauts for commercial crew program when the SpaceX starts launching people to and from International Space Station. In January, Boeing revealed its own spacesuit design that astronauts will wear en route to the International Space Station. The reveal today is similar to the photos of a SpaceX suit that surfaced years ago on Reddit. The design is very elegant and feels right at home in a sci-fi flick, while simultaneously paying homage to the old school suits NASA astronauts wore to the moon.
To the moon, yeah.
They compiled a list of science fiction spacesuits that were worn from worst to best. Though, in their opinion, the real SpaceX suit tops the list of the best.
It does look cool.
Yeah, it does.
It looks more modern. That's what it looks modern.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look as bulky as...
No, yeah.
But, again, it's designed just for travel,
not for walking in the spacewalk.
spacewalk.
Yeah. But still, I mean, they're pressure suits. They're real. That's a real suit. They're like, it's not a mock-up. It's not a fake one. It's real. That one can be worn to, you know,
But
go
we
in
never
outer
know.
space.
They may even use that
I want
design
it.
to make a suit for
the spacewalk.
You
Yeah.
never know.
Future spacewalks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could
Which
be.
would be much lighter for them to use
Yeah.
versus those bulky ones and be able to move around.
Yeah, the reason those other ones though they were to hold because they got to hold the an atmosphere of of pressure. They got to be pressurized because there's no pressure. There's just a vacuum out in space. I don't know. I don't know if they do have to make it more rigid to do the spacewalk.
Possibly, but this one looks like they have more mobility.
Oh yeah, this has a lot more. But if you do look at, well, no, those blue ones that I've seen, like when you go to NASA, they have they look similar to that. They weren't as bulky as the other ones that we're used to seeing. The ones that they do, they look more like that, thinner.
But again, maybe those are just for inside travel. And
They
not
might
for
be, yeah.
Outer atmosphere.
Yeah, because you have the protection of the ship, along with that, So, but it's a neat looking. I'm gonna get one, because it's sometimes it's
for Halloween.
No, I'm gonna get one because sometimes to get into Skylab Studios, sometimes it's rough, So one of those that'll make it a lot better. We still have the bigger suits. It's hard to move around, and like when I'm trying to use the phone while we're coming up here to the studio, it's tough. That one looks like you can, do all kinds of stuff, So it's cool. Let me see. Do we want to talk about the climate?
No.
How about the enormous near-Earth asteroid? Who wants to mention that one?
The enormous near-Earth asteroid Florence.
Florence.
Yeah, will safely fly by Earth September 1st. An asteroid named Florencia that will safely sweep past Earth on September 1st is the largest object to give our planet a close shave since NASA began tracking these types of near-Earth asteroids, an agency officially said. The space rock measures 2.7 miles, 4.4 kilometers across. It will pass by Earth at a safe distance of 4.4 million miles, 7 million kilometers, or nearly 18 times the distance between Earth and the Moon.
So even though that's
cool.
The Earth and the Moon, it's 18 times the distance between the Earth and the Moon, but still it's close, especially for a big. We don't want nothing too close.
Yeah, it was
We don't want nothing too close to come by, and it measures 2.7 miles across. That can damage a lot. Imagine that thing flying right into a city, or even the water, create a big old tsunami or whatever.
Yeah.
That can
I don't. So I guess how big of an asteroid does it have to be to completely do like dinosaur destruction?
Oh, dinosaur destruction.
Well, I mean, because if it hits the Earth, right, land, then it's gonna be like a major nuclear. Worse than that, and all this dust is going in the air.
It goes and it stays in the atmosphere.
So
for years.
For how big do you think?
Probably.
I guess we gotta
like
research that.
I don't remember.
How big of an
probably like
asteroid
something
it
the
has
size of Texas. I don't know. Something big like
No,
that.
it's gotta be smaller than that.
Smaller?
Yeah.
Well, this is 2.7 miles across. I mean, that's still big. That's huge.
Oh yeah. So
I wouldn't want that.
Big?
I wouldn't want that to hit. Yeah, that's 2.7 miles. That's a big piece of. That's a big rock. For it, and then they come. Stuff comes extremely fast.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. We may have detected a new kind of gravitational wave.
All right, we're doing a wave.
So I didn't read this one before. Have we detected a new flavor of gravitational wave? Speculation is swelling that researchers have spotted the subtle warping of the fabric of space resulting from the cataclysmic collision of two neutron stars. Now, optical telescopes, including the Hubble Space Telescope, are scrambling to point at the source of the possible wave, an elliptical galaxy hundreds of millions of light years away. Gravitational waves are markers of the most violent events in our universe. generated when dense objects such as black holes or neutron stars crash together with tremendous energy. Two experiments, the LIGO in the US and Virgo in Europe, set out to detect minuscule changes in the path of laser beams caused by passing gravitational waves. LIGO has discovered 3 gravitational wave sources to date, all of them colliding black holes. The two observatories have been coordinating data collected since November, increasing their sensitivity. That collaboration may be about to pay off. Over the weekend, astronomer J. Craig Wheeler of the University of Texas at Austin launched speculation over a potential new LIGO detection by tweeting, "New LIGO source with optical counterpart, blow your socks off." By optical counterpart, he probably means the astronomer could observe light emitted by the gravitational wave source. This suggests that the source is neutron stars, as unlike black holes, they can be seen in visible wavelengths. LIGO researchers have long anticipated this possibility, setting up partnerships with optical observations to rapidly follow up potential signals prior to formally announcing a discovery. The LIGO spokesperson dodged confirming or denying the rumors, saying only a very exciting O2 observation run is drawing to a close August 25th. We look forward to posting a top-level update at that time. So speculation is focused on NGC 4993, a galaxy about 130 million light years away in the Hydra constellation. Within it, a pair of neutron stars are entwined in a deadly dance. While astronomers are staying silent on whether they are engaged in optical follow-ups to a potential gravitational wave detection, last night the Hubble Space Telescope turned its focus to a binary neutron star merger within the galaxy. A publicly available image of the merger was later deleted. So if LIGO or Virgo really have picked up gravitational waves of colliding neutron stars, it might explain why collaborator Andy Howell mused earlier this week, "Tonight is one of those nights where we're watching the astronomical observations roll in astronomical observations roll in is better than any story any human has ever told." So colliding neutron stars, I think, are the most dense stars, like the, I don't know, biggest stars or most dense stars.
What does that mean?
And again, those who don't know what LIGO is, it's the world's largest gravitational wave observatory, and Virgo is the intermeter is the largest intermeter designed to detect gravitational waves predicted by general theory or relativity.
Yeah, so a neutron star is dense. Dense is what you asked, right?
Yeah,
what is dense?
Confused with that.
Like material that's like
real compact, real hard,
push.
has
Okay.
hard.
Yeah. So like gold, like iron is very dense. Like, you can get a piece of iron, it's real heavy. Okay, well, that's dense. And then you can get some other material like foam, same size, but it's real light.
Yeah.
That's not dense. That's opposite. But these stars are neutron stars. I think are the ones that are the most dense stars, and they're colliding, they're hitting, so they're extremely heavy, and they're so heavy, so dense that they make distortions in space. Like the well of space, you can, like, how do you say, like, light will probably, like, it'll turn light because it's creating such a, yeah, it's so strong. Like a black hole, it's very dense. It's something that, it's a star that collapsed into something small, real small.
It got compact.
It got really compact. And they call it a black hole because the space around it is, it collapsed, not just the star.
Itself.
Yeah, it's like, it's everything inside, and that's why they say they point light at it, it can't escape. Light disappears in it because it's so, it's so strong, so the dense of it. All right, so let's mention parties for you. Don't we have a video?
Hey Michelle, my birthday's around the corner. I want to throw a big party and wow my guests, but I don't know what to do.
All you have to do is call SCP for your DJ needs and Parties for You for your margarita rentals. They have the best margarita mixes in town. With these two companies, you will wow your guests. They will talk about your party for years to come. For your margarita rentals, look us up on Facebook, Parties for You.
Or call 281-748-0057.
And don't forget to mention SCP sent you.
Together, we are the future of entertainment.
So like the commercial says, you know, Parties for You, the best margarita machine rentals in Houston. Try the Hellraiser, the Mango Passion mixes that are exclusive to Parties for You. Give them a call, 281-748-0057. That's 281-748-0057. And let them know that SCP Radio sent you. Now let's get into some gaming news.
Game news.
And before I mention the first story, let's just say that if you want to go party, they got Tejano Night at Shooters right now. We got DJ Jimmy Ray and DJ Fluffy in the mix. So go hang out at Shooters. You know, they're there till 2 in the morning. So go hang out with the SCP mobile DJ crew.
And they have the margaritas.
And, well, the margaritas are till 10. So what time is it? It's not 10 yet.
Not 10 yet?
Yo, so go. You got a couple of minutes. You can go get $1 margaritas, $1 tequila Cazadores shots. So till 10, you know. So you can go, you know, get
drink them and shoot them.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go. Drink them and shoot. I like that.
All right. So Microsoft's custom Minecraft Xbox One.
Oh my God.
Looks like it came out of the game. So this is the new console. Like you got the video, you got the picture up on there. That's an Xbox One S. I don't know why why don't they just make an Xbox One X with that if they're gonna do that?
Might as well.
Wow. Okay, the X is more expensive. You know, that's the
That
highest
is true.
one, right?
Yeah.
So, Minecraft is for a younger audience.
True that.
So when the parents are like, okay, I'm not gonna buy a $500. I'm just gonna buy the $200, $250, whatever.
Yeah.
And there you go.
So yeah, I'm not gonna mention much about this one. This is, you can see the picture. It looks like it's out of Minecraft. It's a pixelated Xbox.
It looks cool though.
It's pixelated if you're okay.
Yeah.
It looks cool if you're a Minecraft fan.
My sister this morning, she saw the picture and she's like, oh, "You would not believe this." And I'm like, "What?" They have a Minecraft Xbox.
Okay. We need to get it for her.
You would not believe it.
Okay, they made it for her. That's what they did.
Yeah.
They made this for her.
Is
All right.
Minecraft that popular?
It is.
Yeah.
It is one of the most popular games.
Is that right?
You can play on your phone, and you can play on that computer. You can play on the Xbox, and it's just it's
and the new update
really nice.
coming out, they're gonna put it all, the Xbox and the PC and the mobile games all in one.
Yeah, so like I
server.
could be here, and he could be on his home and Xbox. She could be on the computer. We could all be in the same world playing. So it's just something
the
new.
beta just came out. I don't know. My brother just downloaded my Xbox today.
Oh,
so,
for real?
Yeah, and then
So-
they've been playing. Oh, and they added servers now.
Oh, so you
know how like the PC has servers?
Yeah.
Now they have servers on the console.
Sweet.
So I'm like, oh, that's
It's
the best part. Now.
Yeah, it's better. So you won't be lagging and stuff. You know, you have servers are good. All games should have servers. You know. All right, but they always do the cheap way. They make us. You know, they make our Xbox the server, and everybody connects to our Xbox, and then everybody's lagging. The one that's the server gets the most kills or whatever because he doesn't lag. Everybody else is lagging. I've always hated that, especially Halo 2 when we used to play that all the time. But anyways, let's move on to Jurassic World. Who wants to get that one? Jurassic World.
Jurassic World Evolution is a theme park building game coming in 2018. Announced during Microsoft pre-com briefing, Jurassic World Evolution will let players build their very own deadly theme parks. The game is being created by the developers behind the space exploration sim Elite Dangerous Frontier Developments and will be based around the island from the 2015 movie. That means bioengineering new kinds of deadly prehistoric creatures, managing facilities and personnel, and trying not to get your attendees killed.
That's cool.
Cool.
I wouldn't mind trying that. I mean, that doesn't seem like a game that I'm gonna like spend too much time with, but it would be cool to try it out.
I want to try that.
That's more like to me like a rental for a weekend.
Yeah.
Play it for a while and be like, oh, okay, that was a good experience. I mean, from that picture, from that video, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
It looks like something I would try. You know, and I've played those theme park
Tycoons.
Yeah, the tycoons, and I've had fun with them. Where you build your own, you gotta, it's crazy. You build you're all about the roller coaster, and then you build it, and then people start coming, and they're like, I gotta use the restroom. You're like, oh, I gotta make a restroom in here.
Yeah.
So you make a restroom, and then you start seeing them. I'm so hungry. You're like, oh, I gotta make a stand so they can eat, you know, and stuff like that. Yeah. So you make a whole theme park, and this is probably similar type. But it looks cool. That's a cool looking game.
Yeah.
Like I say, I wouldn't mind trying that out. Build our own theme parks. So, Elite Dangerous Frontier Developments. I don't know who that is. But it's based around the island from the 2015 movie. So that's cool. That's the new one.
And they're making another Jurassic Park
Oh,
movie.
Fallen Kingdom.
Oh my gosh, another one.
In the summer of 2018. So next year. Cool. All right. So, who wants to get Sea of Thieves?
I haven't done anything.
Hey, D.
Sea of Thieves developer Rare shared a few new details on its upcoming pirate game during Microsoft Gamescom 2017 live stream today. Most notably, the studio confirmed that the game will allow crossplay between PC and Xbox One, allowing players on both platforms to play with and against each other when it releases next year. Sea of Thieves is an open-world pirate-themed multiplayer game that has players loot, pillage, and battle on the high seas. Like a growing list of titles, the game will feature enhancements on Xbox One X. Specifically, the new console will offer 4K and 60 frames per second. The PC version, meanwhile, will support resolutions with a 21:9 aspect ratio and an unlocked frame rate.
Cool.
Sea of Thieves was revealed
First revealed in 2015.
Okay. And has experienced several delays, but the game is set to release at an unspecified date in 2018. Back at E3 2017, GameSpot caught up with Rare Studios head Craig Duncan to talk about the challenges of creating a new multiplayer game.
So, crossplay between Xbox One and PC. That game is fine because it doesn't look like a game that's like a Call of Duty type. It's more like y'all just exploring, just running around doing crap.
Oh, no.
You don't need you know, it's not gonna be like, you won't have the advantage of mouse and keyboard to shoot people or whatever. Because I keep hearing that a lot of people are like, we want crossplay, and then they're like, if it's first person shooter, a PC person is gonna whoop your butt on the console big time. The mouse and keyboard is so much faster, that there's not even a like they have to they have to do something to give the Xbox One better advantage because they'll get whooped no matter how good you are. You could be the elite player, you start playing guys that are good with it's not gonna it doesn't match. What'd you do, Wally?
I didn't do nothing.
Hit undo. Who was that? That was you?
That was you. I didn't do nothing.
No.
What happened?
What'd I do?
What'd I do?
Selected the thing.
No, it
Animated or something. That's what you're talking about?
no, it moved.
Oh.
It moved the
What?
the YouTube.
Oh,
Oh.
no, sorry.
Anyways, so the next one is pre-order the Xbox One X Project Scorpio edition now. Project Scorpio. They named it Project Scorpio. That's
pretty cool though.
That was the code name.
Yeah.
And everybody liked it. So the new Xbox One that I need to pre-order X right now
No.
is the Project Scorpio edition. So that's the one that I need to pre-order. It's only $4.99. It's nothing. right?
Until
What you
supplies
mean?
run out.
And they said until supplies run out. So it's gonna be like they had said day one edition. You remember that? I got my Xbox day one edition. It had the little day one edition on the controller. It said day one on the Xbox,
yeah.
you know, whatever. But this one's gonna say Project Scorpio. So and it's got, you know, it's pretty cool. It's got the Xbox green on there. It looks neat. I wouldn't mind having that. But then again, well, it's not more, right? It costs the same, $4.99.
Yeah, same price,
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting that one. But yeah, the boss probably won't let me get it. She's mean.
Neither will I.
Neither will
We just got the other one. We can't just
No.
get another one. No. You shush it, all right?
Look,
Gosh.
I'll let you have the one in the living room, and I'll get this new
Give
one.
me a better freaking screen to put
Why?
in my
You
room.
can have this one right here.
No.
And bring me yours.
I got the other old one. It's disgusting.
It's still a flat screen that you have hanging on the wall, right?
Do you see?
And she's
how it
complaining.
looks?
Look at her. Look at this. She's complaining. Wow. You know, back in the day, TVs had this like a box behind them.
I know.
And weighed 50 to 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh
And they weren't clear like the ones. They had a little curve to them. They looked really
I
ugly.
know.
Yeah, and you have a flat screen and you're complaining?
Flat screen.
Anyways, who wants to mention the Age of Empires 4?
Age of Empires.
Guess I take it. Microsoft announced Age of Empires 4. More than a decade after Age of Empires 3 was released, publisher Microsoft Studios has announced that Age of Empire 4 is in development and coming to PC. There's no more release windows for the game, just the launch trailer above. Oh, there's no. Is there
No, I don't have
video
a
or
trailer.
something? Oh, okay. Filled with concept art of historical battles, but even that will be enough to get fans of the series excited. Yeah, so the other one's just history of the game.
Yeah, no, so it's been 10 years. That's what it said? A
Yes,
decade?
yeah.
It's been 10 years. So Age of Empires came out in 97. It's 1997. So, yeah, it's been a while since that game's been around. And they're barely mentioning that it's coming out, that it's in development. And it's coming to PC. I wonder if that's gonna be it probably won't, huh? Be a Xbox game. It just says PC. It doesn't say. And that's what do you call it? Strategy, real time strategy. Yeah. So no, that's not a game. That's not your style of gaming, right? Junior. No. Me neither. Faithy, you know you.
What does that mean?
Like, did you ever play that Halo game that we have? The one that's
Wars, Halo Wars?
Halo Wars. Did you ever see me play it?
No, I don't think I ever played
You
that
control
one.
like the whole battlefield, and you just tell them, you know, build these troops, go attack here, and then these troops go over here, and they have troops and they're attacking at the same time. They're trying to destroy your base while you're trying to destroy their base. No.
I might have watched you play it.
Okay. The next one, holy crap, Hellboy's coming to Injustice 2.
Oh my god.
Who wants to get that
I
one?
do. NetherRealm's hit DC Comics fighting game uses the conceit of the multi-universe to explain the countless different versions of characters. Apparently, the right hand of Doom exists on one of these infinite Earths because Hellboy is part of a crop of new fighters coming to Injustice 2. Announced during a live stream from Gamescom, Fighter Pack 2 features two characters that were coming out. It's excited about. He was so excited he called his wife into his office to watch the trailer. Aquaman, Nemesis, Black Manta, and Radon were shoo-ins as the unmistakable silhouettes have been on the character select screens for ages. And as we know now, the guy at the bottom is right. Many fans have guessed it was Todd McFarlane's Spawn. They were right. They were in the right neighborhood. Mike, was it Milonas?
Magnola.
Hellspawn has been one of the best characters in comics since his 1993 debut. A pair of Hellboy movies by Guillermo del Toro have brought the gruff but lovable character into the public eye. And there's an R-rated reboot in the works, which is planned for 2018 release. So Hellboy makes a lot of sense, even if he was a bit of a dark horse candidate. The first fighter for the pack will be available when Fighter Pack 2 goes on sale September 12th. If the Fighter Pack 1 was indignation, expect the other two fighters to trickle over the next months to follow.
Yeah,
cool.
I like the way Hellboy looks in that one though. When he catches that rocket, missile, that one right there, he's gonna boom. And he lights a cigarette with it. That's badass. I like Hellboy.
Boom.
So yeah,
I remember Black Manta.
Injustice 2. I played Injustice, but it wasn't my game. I don't know if that's the one that Jason brought over, and he wanted me to play. Is that do you know if that's the one with Superman and stuff? Injustice.
Yeah. Or Batman.
DC,
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah. I think so.
Because I remember he brought me it. He goes, "Hey Mike, can you do all these combos so I can get an achievement?" You know. So I'm like, I haven't played that game. He goes, "Well, I know you're probably gonna beat it. You can do it before I can." And I'm like, "Well, you know how to play. You do it." He's like, "I can't do it. Do it." So I got him a whole bunch of them, but I got stuck toward the last couple of them. I couldn't do it. You have to do like this so many movements, and you have to remember, okay, up, okay, now this button, now that one, now this movement, now this, and you have to do it at a time at a certain time as you're fighting, in order to do the combo, like a 30-hit combo. I don't know what the hell, man. So I was there. We were there all day. He came and he's like, "Here, do it. Give me my achievement." And I was there all day, and then finally I'm like, "Dude, I couldn't do it." He's like, "No, I see it's hard."
Wow.
But yeah, because
did he ever get it?
No, he never got it. But he got close because I got him close. You know, that's funny that he came to me. He came to me to, and I don't even play the game, but it's funny, like that reminded me the other day. This one, Faithy, and the boss, they were on the arcade machine playing Super Mario 1, and they got to some world, and they would play and they die, and they play and they die, and they were like on the last man or whatever, and they're like, tell your dad, so they're like, "Hey, come pass this with us. I bet you can't pass it." And I'm like, what?
Then
why?
you get to the next level.
And I right away got to the next level. I
like,
passed it. They were looking at me. They're like, "How do you do it? It makes it look so easy."
He's like,
okay. I get to the end. I'm like, "There, like that's what you wanted," And I'm like, "That was an easy stage."
Struggling for 30 minutes.
Yeah, they've been struggling, and I'm like, I just passed it. And I'm like, and then how do you do that? I'm like, okay, when I first got my Nintendo, first I got it like after a year after it come out. I only had that one game, Super Mario 1, and Duck Hunt, of course.
Right, yeah.
So you play that, and I never got another game for probably a year.
So you mastered it.
So I mastered that damn game. Like I could just, I was so good at it. And I mean, I haven't played it in a while, so it took me, I had to, when I started out right away, I jump and then I'm like, oh, okay, now start. I'm more or less, and I passed it.
Yeah.
I've played it so much, and both of these, they were like, no, he didn't. They get all mad. I'm like, what? You wanted me to pass it? But it was funny, and Jimmy was there, and he was like, yeah. But yeah, it's cool. That's cool. I like playing those games. Okay, so Microsoft claims to be talking to Sony about playing nice. What do you think that means, Junior?
I want to play nice.
Do crossplay
between Xbox and PlayStation. Now that would be pretty cool. Xbox, like let's say I'm playing Call of Duty and Wally's playing Call of Duty, I would be able to join his game, and he's on a PlayStation 4. I'm on Xbox One, and we could play, like that. That's never happened. That's they because they keep you separated, even though they can allow it. It's
Right,
it's
yeah,
feasible. They're similar enough that they can allow them to play, but they never do. They're like, no, y'all stay over there, we'll stay over here. But Microsoft is in talks with Sony. He's like, come on, let's do this, you know. And the reason is Microsoft, like I said, is so behind in sales. They're like, come on, I mean, we need to do something because, you know, even though they're behind in sales, they've sold more than they sold on the 360. Like they're still selling so much. It's just that Sony is at another whole other level. They actually beat what they sold in the Xbox 360, which was a big deal. Everybody was like, wow, I can't believe they sold so many 360s. Well, they've sold more Xbox Ones than they sold 360s, you know. But they're still way behind the PlayStation. And which helps them is when you go to Japan, they buy PlayStations. They don't buy Xbox because Xbox is an American made machine. PlayStation is Sony. It's Sony. It's Japan. So they buy those. That's all they buy. They don't touch Xbox. They're like, you know, what, you know, that's bad Xbox. You know, so that's where they sell their stuff. You know, when it comes to the U.S., it's not that big of a difference when you look at the sales. But when you see worldwide, of course, Japan makes a big deal. But yeah, that's cool.
Mike, you still haven't seen the South Park episode where the kids go against each other because one group wants Xbox and the other one wants the PlayStation.
I've seen a little bit of it. I don't remember. It's been a while. I saw something about that. Yeah. I need to rewatch it
for Black Friday. I
need to rewatch it. Yeah. No, I've seen they always do cool stuff. I remember one where they're playing World of Warcraft, and I don't remember their names, but he gets so fat because he's just steady eating it on the computer.
Oh, they all do, right?
Yeah, they get real fat, pimples.
Right.
They get all because they're just eating junk food like gamers.
Yeah,
we eat junk food, and then they're like, "Ma, restroom!"
Right.
And she comes and he just pulls his pants down, uses the restroom, pulls his pants up, keeps on playing. That way he don't have to miss any.
Yeah, because they're in the room. They're all on the computer.
Yeah, they're all
got
playing.
Fat and
Yeah.
Yeah. That is funny.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's funny. So, all right, let me see how much more we got. Okay, so it's already 10. It's already 10. All right, so let's mention our last sponsor, Berta's Best Bet Bail Bonds.
Yeah, Miss Albert.
If you or someone you know, like Junior, like Hector, are always getting into trouble on the weekends because Hector's always out partying, and I see Cindy too. That Alberta's her Best Bet Bail Bonds is her favorite sponsor.
Got a speed dial.
Oh yeah, she's got them on speed dial. If you're always out partying, you get into some trouble. The cops come and pick you up, you know, on your way home or something. Remember this number, 713-BEST-BET. That'll get you the number to. That's the number to Alberta's Best Bet Bail Bonds. It'll call Miss Alberta. You let her know that SCP Radio sent you, and she will hook you up. Now the number's real easy to remember, 713-BEST-BET. But for those of you like Faithy was, now Faithy knows nowadays, you know. She was taught because she listens to Source Code News. But that number, 713-BEST-BET, is actually 713-237-8238. That's 713-237-8238. That's what Best Bet is. Okay, Faithy?
Okay.
Remember? But so you can remember when you're drunk, you're out there, you're all, you don't remember where you're at, you know, you'll remember 713-BEST-BET. Simple, you know. And don't forget to tell her that SCP Radio sent you, and she will hook you up, give you the best deals there is, and get you out of jail. So, I guess that's it for the show today. Thanks to all the listeners. We really appreciate you guys for listening. We got all kinds of people right now listening.
And congrats to the winners.
Congrats to the winners for winning. I see DJ Jimmy Ray's online right now. My dad, Mom and Pop Lopez. Who else? The Boss.
The Boss.
It's not letting me click on. Okay, here we go. We got all kinds of people listening right now. Let me see. It disappeared. Oh well. But yeah, thanks Mom and Dad Lopez for listening. You're always listening, and the boss is listening. Faithy's wait, Faithy. How's Faithy listening? She just wanted to get her name called out. That's all that is.
Cheater. No.
Cheater. She wanted to be the favorite host. You know, she cheated. She probably told Cindy, "Hey, call in and."
No, I did not.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to Cindy.
I heard you say it on the thing song.
What?
Cindy calling. Yeah. I see. All right. Well, thanks for listening. And where can we find Hector at?
You can find me delivering. Delivering food.
Delivering food.
Yeah. No. You can follow me on Instagram. It's at Tamale Boys.
At Tamale Boys. Super Mario.
I'm still off the grid. I'm working on it.
You can find him on Nintendo, Super Nintendo, because he's Super Mario.
Super Mario.
Where can we find Wally at?
You can find me at Wally Silvers on Instagram.
On Instagram, all you Instagram folks. All right, you can find me on Twitter at Space Cadet Pro, Facebook at Michael Lopez, Instagram. SCP Radio, bam! I got Instagram too, people. SCP Radio, what? And I'm always on scpradio.com checking out, everything. You can leave comments on our little blog there. You can, send us emails at scpradio@spacecadetpro.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher app. Leave us a voicemail at 832-910-7727. We'll answer your question. We'll play, if you have a remark, a comment for the show, we'll play it on the next show. Like I said, the phone number is 832-910-7727. Let me see. Tomorrow, what show's tomorrow?
Friday.
Oh, we don't know if we're having shows. We got 2 shows tomorrow. So depending on the weather, we might have Houston's Hot 8 at 8 with Johnny Lasso. He starts from 8. He's from 8 to 9.
If it's hot or Houston wet, because it might rain.
Because it might rain, right? So if it's not that the weather's not too bad, when by 7 he said, we're gonna do that show. And then DJ Fluffy said the same thing. Depending on the weather, he had to cancel the artists because we had artists coming from Dallas.
Oh.
And they had to be at work Saturday.
Oh yeah.
So they were gonna have to leave from here at night, and you know how we're here till 2 a.m.
Right.
So they were gonna have to take off back to go to work tomorrow morning, the next day. So they were like, no, maybe we should postpone.
Safety first.
Safety first. So we're not sure, but I mean, he can still do a show. I mean, just because he doesn't have an artist, he can still do a show. So it all depends on weather, how the weather is, because we're about to get hit.
And again, do you want to announce Saturday or no for the fight or no? Or it's still up in the air until then. You'll know more tomorrow, right?
Okay. Oh yeah, we're not mentioning that.
Okay.
If anybody, if the weather isn't as crazy,
permits.
Yeah, if the weather permits, and you're interested in the Conor McGregor fight, message us on scpradio.com. But that's it. That's it for the show. Thank you guys.
Watch me and Hector will be live on the Galveston seawall.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. We got these guys. They're gonna be doing a live stream
all weekend, telling you the weather.
Wally's gonna be the camera guy.
And
they're gonna be the weather guys
and see how much the sea rises and everything. So
that's right. So don't forget to check them out. And we will see you guys next week.
Yep.
Later.
Stay safe. Bye.
This is your boy, Light Jockey Mike, and I just wanted to thank you for supporting SCP Radio. That's the end of our show, but please be sure to check us out on spacecadetpro.com, where you will be able to watch our videos, find and like all of our social media accounts, and chat with us. While you are there, click on the radio tab, where you will be able to see the show schedule and all of the different ways to reach us. You can also listen to us from there if you are on a PC or laptop. Thanks again, and remember, we are the future in entertainment.